Hello everyone, the first team in this video is by far the most optimal and fastest team in this video, since it uses versus Kaido, who provides 2 turns of cooldown, as well as the ship providing cooldown. The important supports on this one are Page 1 on Kaido and Kobe on Garp, since they will completely remove most of the debuffs on the final stage. And Bonney, with her super type, will get rid of the rest. Now this Kazuna kit is very useful here, basically allowing you to clear like V1 Kaido, doing end of turn damage for 4 turns, which is actually pretty nice because it'll carry over to the 3rd turn with 1 turn remaining, which will take Raizo's HP down to about half. Now my Robin had a few levels in slot bind reduction. You don't need that, you have more than enough damage as long as you hit perfects for the 4th stage. For the 5th stage you don't need any slot bind reduction because Bonney provides that. Any Garp should be fine since the only thing he's on the team for is support Cope. I'm very useful for this arena, basically getting rid of everything on this stage. Hit 3 perfects here. I mean, you want to hit perfects anyways, because more damage. But you need to hit 3 perfects to get versus Kaido's or boost on the next turn, on the following turn. Oh yeah, there's a support part though as well to get rid of the process. If you wanted to earlier on, you probably could have attacked with Kid and Ein to guarantee recovery orbs on them. You have to attack them onto side characters, so Bonney's captain will just give you the orbs. Attack with Garp first since he's not boosted by Kaido, and it's pretty safe. Now this is just a team I put together. It's not as fast as the previous one, and it doesn't use Ein, so it's even more gimmicky, because Ein is the real MVP for this arena. It's also Bonney is kind of restrictive as captain because you have to have one of the worst generation, I believe. Or are they called supernovas? I forget the distinction, but it's one of those. And you need one of them, so I put Law on the team, since he'll get rid of the bind and provide cooldown, but not for the entire team, because Big Mom is driven powerhouse, so his cooldown reduction is kind of redundant. I kind of wish he reduced cooldown for all characters, not just specific classes. Which usually, since he covers so many classes, it's usually the full team, but in these cases where it's like driven powerhouse, it is not very good. For Law, you can put a support Corazon or Whitey Bay to just get rid of the 4 turns. You do stall one turn here for Big Mom special. Here is a Roger team utilizing Kazuna, Akainu, Kizaru's swap to get rid of Slotbind and Silence. Nekomamushi is only really here for Raizo support, which gets rid of Silence on the final stage, so any unit that can bring Silence reduction, as well as providing a chain, boost, or lock is good here. This team is composed of all slashers or free spirits, since Neko is a free spirit only, I think. So you are able to use Oro Jackson's ship, which is very nice. One of the best ships if you can build a team around it. Not much else to say. You could probably, if your Shiryu's limit break max has limit break max, then that's probably even better, because I think this team does struggle a bit with damage, since you only have 2 int units. But yeah, Akainu and Kizaru are not replaceable on this team, since they just do so much, swapping to reduce Slotbind here, and later on getting rid of Silence. Combined with Raizo support, they'll completely remove the Silence after 1 turn, I believe. Finally, we have the slowest team in this video, which is going to be the V3 Katakuri team. All these supports are stat boosters except for GARP, which is attached to Kobe and Helmeppo. Kobe and Helmeppo do nothing else for this team, except maybe guarantee an int orb, which can be useful on the 4th stage. Shirahoshi Mancherry on this team, they will swap to get rid of Slotbind and Silence, so similar to Akainu and Kizaru on the previous team. They will also, but their special has more utility, since they'll guarantee a full board of orbs, as well as removing blind and attack down on the final stage. Nami and Robin will remove the paralysis, as well as provide an orb boost, and early on, you want to try and find a decent board of orbs, like maybe at least 2 matching orbs or 1 matching orb, so you can store them for the 4th stage. Since for these earlier stages, it really does not matter what orb you have, you will be able to kill these mobs, as long as you're on the int side of the units. This team does have 3 dual units. Yeah, this team uses a lot of older units. V3 Katakuri, honestly, not designed to be a very fast legend. With such restrictions, such as his super type requiring you to go all the way under 30%, when his captain only requires 50%. At first I was confused as to why I did not proc the super type, but then I remembered that you had to go under 30%. If you have Shirahoshi Mancherry limit break max, you can probably... It's probably better that way, because if you don't, you do need them on one cooldown on this stage. Because on the final stage you'll get rewound and you need to stall a turn. You can't stall 2 turns because that's too many, you'll just get poisoned to death. And with 2 matching orbs, it's more than enough damage. Yeah, you only need 1 matching orb, it seems. But if you had all block orbs, that probably wouldn't be enough damage with just 1 matching. So try to go for 2 matching. It should be easy, as long as you don't get screwed with Kobe and Helmeppo. Like I did, I got a block orb on them each time. Since they can guarantee an in-orb on their swap. And I guess if you wanted to, you could swap Shirahoshi to Mancherry, then back to Shirahoshi, get an in-orb, or a rainbow orb. Actually, you only need to swap to Mancherry.